We coming at you at the home studio circuit, New Wave Music Studios. This is a series for anybody who is looking to produce and mix their own music, build their own studio at home for a budget, and just figuring out the music industry step by step. We trying to do that shit together. Alright, so
welcome to the parallel universe, now you never coming out. Welcome to the side, everybody tryna hide. Cause we bringing all the skeletons out the closet. All the skeletons out my closet, and they all bring you down for the count. Welcome to the deepest, darkest side of my cerebral. I ain't never gonna question none of this life because it got a meaning. But I gotta put some skeletons in my closet. Put some skeletons in my closet, and they won't.
what's going on, everybody? It's Joshua Marzz here at New Wave Music. Today we're in the production lab. Look a little different in here, but I got something special for you guys today. I'm in here sitting down with my man, AllTimeLo.
Yo, what's up?
I'm in here with my man, AllTimeLo. You can find him on Instagram at AllTimeLo22. It'll be right here next to me. And today we're just gonna talk a little bit about production, DIY, being your own engineer, building your own studio from the ground up. And I'm here to show you guys that anyone that puts their mind to this can do it. Is there anything you want to tell the people about yourself, how you got into music?
Well, first I went to this summer camp. My dad was doing some type of art,
Okay.
mural type thing for it.
Painting, okay.
And then since he was doing that during the day, during the summer, since we was out of school, we'd go there too. And they had a music production class.
Okay.
So I took that. That was the first time I ever seen FL or anything like that. And then
What year was that in?
I was 12.
You were 12, okay.
Yeah, so 2011.
Yeah, okay.
That was a grip. But yeah, and then it was I got hooked on that joint. Cause at first all I was doing was drum patterns and stuff like that.
Okay.
That was the most I could do.
Right.
And then it took me years to find out how to put instruments on the beat.
Okay.
I tried to connect them joints. And then I started rapping a little bit after that, 2017 or something like that.
Okay.
Off the phone.
Yep, I know those days.
Off the phone on this song called Rap Chat.
Rap Chat, I heard of that. Okay.
Yeah, that joint was crazy.
Yeah, nah, I remember it was it was almost like a social media. People would put their bars in there and rate them and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's
It was
what's up.
just, we didn't even write nothing when we was doing that. We was just freestyling.
Yeah, that's lit. And so you've been rapping for 3 years then. And,
Yeah.
And you've been engineering yourself the whole time?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
I ain't really get recorded in the actual studio before.
Okay. Even to this day, you just going all out.
Yeah.
I feel you. I did have one experience at another engineer studio that I paid some good money for, and that was back in 2016, and it definitely taught me a lot as an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, I've been going at it myself too, so I definitely feel that vibe. I guess I'm interested in what was it that took you from putting down these drum tracks and finding out how to put the instruments together on FL, and then that transition into rapping on your phone and realizing, okay, I can record and mix myself.
Well, basically, when I was going to the camp,
Okay.
they had the music production and songwriting class.
Okay.
So they would have producers and rappers in the same class. But I was quiet, so I ain't never really want to rap.
You were just sitting back watching.
Yeah, I was just making beats and all that.
Okay.
And then as time went on, I was yo, rapping type tough.
Yeah.
And then I tried it on the phone, and then it just went up from there.
Okay. Just a snowball effect. You just fall in love with this, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely tough to get out of the groove once you find your groove with this whole music production thing. So I know you're working on Logic right now. So when did you make that switch from FL to Logic?
That drum was recent.
Recent.
Within a couple months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the camp, everything like circle back to that joint.
Right.
But like at the camp, they had like a bunch of computers like on the outside. The computers outside had FL. But like the Mac inside had Logic.
Okay.
And it looked like so complicated. But I like sat down at it once and it was like easier than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So when I finally got the MacBook, I was like, might as well try Logic.
So the MacBook wasn't even for the specific purpose of Logic. You just got it. What was it, for school or something?
For just so I had a better computer.
Okay.
Because my old one was trash.
What computer did you have before that?
I don't even know the name. It was like an HP something.
I remember I have it still like locked away. I have this old ass Lenovo. I mean, this thing was like this big, and it was a huge laptop. And I used to run FL9 on that. Yeah, and it was crazy. but yeah, that's locked away. As I told everybody, I'm an Apple guy. I love the Mac products through and through. So that's why I love Logic.
Mm-hmm.
So for only working in Logic for a little bit of time now, do you feel you enjoy that more than FL, or do you not really have a preference?
I enjoy it, like, for the most part more than FL. It feels like more professional than FL in a way.
Okay.
But it's always like everything. In some aspects, FL is better.
Yeah, for production, FL hands down. Like, it makes it so easy to just make a beat in there.
Oh yeah.
Logic, you got chop, you know what I'm saying, line your samples up right. But
right.
FL got all the snap tools. It's very simple. But yeah, I've always thought recording with Logic, was a lot simpler. Having that mixing rack, right there, and just being able to route the buses without like physically like routing the buses. Right. Yeah, that's the part of FL that like just throws me for a loop. Yeah.
You never had to route something in FL. I never even tried that.
Yeah,
that's way too complicated.
Engineering in FL, totally different level. So anyone out there that is thinking about getting into FL, much better for production. If you're gonna get into the engineering, then just dive into it. I say whatever DAW you use, go 100% on it.
And if you're on the phone, you got it.
Yeah, man. Whatever you're doing, we was definitely rapping in the bathroom with the speaker in the corner. Like, yeah. I know y'all remember that story. So, that's pretty cool. I guess an interesting question that I've thought about, and I've wanted to kind of make a video on it is like my favorite piece of the studio. Mm-hmm. So like out of all the equipment you have, what would be the one thing that like you couldn't make music without? Like you really feel like you need this to do what you're doing?
Well, other than the laptop.
The laptop, yeah. You can't make nothing without the computer.
I had to say the keyboard.
The keyboard?
Because in senior year, not junior year, I took a piano class.
Okay.
And that's what really got me into making melodies and all that.
Yeah.
And then I just started learning the piano from there.
Okay.
So yeah.
And that's good. It's good to have an instrumental background when you're producing. Like you said, music theory is super important, and like you need to know music theory to play the piano.
It's super important, but
yeah.
If you don't got it, don't let that discourage you from making beats as well.
It ain't nothing to stress about, right?
Yeah.
Music theory will just take you to a different level of understanding how music is made.
Right. It's like way more fluent and all that.
Yeah. But it's definitely, that is not a starter. That's not a starter for everybody, right? It's a lot of people coming into making music like myself have no idea what music theory is, don't know how to play any instruments, and it's definitely nothing to hold you back. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And man, the keyboard, that's an interesting one. That just tells me that you're a producer through and through. You love creating the music, putting it on the paper, and that's dope. That's a skill a lot of people don't have, but it's something great to learn. And I think as a producer, that's one of the major upgrades you want to take right away is getting a full-size keyboard. I know we were talking about the mini keyboards.
I had an 88 key.
Yeah.
But that's on broke. Like the MIDI port where you plug the thing into in the back, it like snapped out.
MIDI fried. It just got like caught in there.
Not like It was like hollow. On
the whole
port
back
joint.
came out. Dang.
I don't even know how.
That's crazy. That's why we get the warranties on our equipment. 'Cause sometimes they go crazy.
I have that.
But yeah, you can see he got the 49 key. What is this? An Elysees? I don't even know what it was called, a V149.
Yes, sir.
Shoot, you can probably find that on Amazon for like $150, 120, 150.
Yeah.
Great
I got this
deal.
one from Guitar Center.
Guitar Center. Yeah.
That's where I got most of this stuff from.
Guitar Center is a great place to go. Yep, they got a lot of good deals, but they always have like the newest equipment. And you know, going into the actual store and like talking to the techs there,
Yeah.
that always blows my mind. But you gotta wear a mask now. So this is a little mini keyboard I was talking about, the Akai MPK. It's got like 25 keys on it. We got a lot of 49 key versions, and then the 88 keys, which are basically a full size piano in a MIDI keyboard. And you know, most of them got the drum pads on the end, and they're very versatile. They'll let you create music so much quicker than using your musical typing on like the computer keyboard. However, again, that's not necessary. If you're on a super tight budget, you know the essentials. You got the laptop, you got the interface, you got the headphones, and you got the mic and the wires, and that's all you need at the end of the day. So we're getting close to wrapping this episode up. As a DIY producer and engineer, musician, doing it all yourself for the past 3 years now, you've been doing it all. What is the one piece of advice that you wish you had gotten, or that you would like to pass on to anyone trying to do this for themselves?
Probably buying more gear, buying like the best gear, and trying to compensate the lack of skill with the amount of gear you got is not gonna make you better. It's all about being consistent with what you do.
Yep.
Like say you just on GarageBand. If you on GarageBand like every day, and then you master GarageBand, you're gonna be like just starting on Logic. You're gonna be way more skilled than somebody who's like just starting on Logic. They bought it all. They bought a MIDI keyboard. They bought monitors. They bought headphones. They bought a whole interface just to have it all.
Right. Yeah. Consistency is key, and knowledge is power.
Yes.
The equipment definitely does not make the engineer. The engineer, makes the music by themselves. At the end of the day, studio upgrades are great. They make us feel good, give us new things to learn. But if you haven't mastered what you have right in front of you,
Master your craft.
Yeah. And it's funny you brought that story up, because I started on GarageBand, probably worked in it for like a year and a half before I bought Logic. And like I thought, hey, I can make good music in GarageBand. Definitely never got to where I wanted to be. There's some people who do produce in GarageBand, and I'm just like, how do you do that? Like, because it just felt like there was a lack of depth there. I didn't have enough to like mix things, but people make it work. But that definitely gave me the step ahead. When I got into Logic, I was like, oh, this is exactly what I've been working on. And
you already had like the groundwork laid out.
And so learning the new plugins, learning third-party plugins, that was all just simple because I already understood the interface. Anything else you want to say? Any shout-outs you want to give? Nah. Shout out your music real quick. Let them know where they can find you.
On all platforms, AllTimeLo, but low with an L-O, no spaces. I just dropped a 2-piece, a 2-pack.
Okay.
So,
yeah, go check out my man AllTimeLo on any platform. In the description, I'm going to have his Apple Music and Spotify for the easy access. Again, you can follow him at AllTimeLo22. His Instagram hashtag going to be right here. Go ahead and mess with my man. Get him at him for the beats, for the verses and the hooks. He was playing some crazy hooks for me today. And again, Joshua Marzz, New Wave Music Studios, the home studio circuit, signing off. Hope to see y'all soon.